in this review, I'll be checking out the Sunweyer wireless car adapter for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is a very small thumb drive sized adapter for existing CarPlay or Android Auto cars, and simply enables the functionality for your phones to communicate to your car system wirelessly without the need of plugging in any cables. Okay, so let's check out what's inside the box. Okay, so here's what you get inside the box. You get a paper instruction manual that simply tells you how to connect it and how to update the dongle. You get the thumb-sized adapter itself, and you also get a USB-C to USB-A extension cable, so you can simply plug the adapter into and connect it to a more modern CarPlay port. Looking over the adapter then, it is very pint-sized and tiny, which is good because some car interiors do have a smaller area to plug your cable into, and anything longer might just get in the way. For instance, my VW Golf has a slight slanted incline inside the compartment, so anything that's too long will just hit the slope out of the console and just simply get in the way. So it's nice to see that they've packed this into a tiny little package and make a nice discreet install without any loose cabling or adapters hanging around, which the majority of wireless adapters simply do. There's no buttons. There's some small little passive holes on the edge there, but other than that, it's USB-A input. There's a status light here which lights up, some Sunweyer branding on the side there, but that's pretty much it really. Inside there's 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi band speed, which is great for the wireless connection. It's plug and play as long as you have a Android or CarPlay port in your car, and its pint size dimensions means it's not going to take up much space in your car interior, and unless you're using the USB-C extension cable, it's not going to be loose and flapping about inside. Okay, so that's basically the crux of everything to know about this adapter. Let's now jump in the car and see how well this performs. So I'll see you over there. Right, so we're in the car. We've got our Sunweyer dongle here ready to go and get plugged in. We're going to plug this down in the CarPlay port and we'll get things running. So I'm plugging it in now. And we're in to the main menu interface, and already it's asking me, do I want to set this up for CarPlay? So that's quite a nice touch. Not many adapters actually allow that. And we're going to the Bluetooth settings here and then tap this and pair. And we're in. Nice and quick. Again, roughly around 10 to 12 seconds. So that's really good to see. We're in there nice and fast, not only with the boot up time of the actual adapter, but also into CarPlay as well. Now we're into CarPlay, so this is nice and smooth. It's got a very nice refresh rate. So it must have some good Wi-Fi specs. I'll check that out and I'll stamp that up on the screen now to let you know what the Wi-Fi specs of this is. But it's definitely got good credentials. If it hasn't, I'll be very surprised, because it is nice and rapid. Before we go any deeper though, we're going to reboot this and see how quickly it does reboot. And we're in. That is very quick. Even though the system boot is quite lengthy, if you do have a faster system boot time, then obviously this whole time is going to get even shaved. The fact that it completely almost bypassed the home screen and went straight to CarPlay, that's really nice touch, and that's quite impressive actually over some of the adapters that I've tested. So we're into CarPlay here now. So this looks good, really nice and sharp. We've got our full icons here, so nothing's really being downscaled or upscaled. Responsiveness is very good. I would say, and this is pushing it a little bit, this actually feels quite native. Like if the car actually had wireless CarPlay, this actually feels like that in some cars that I've tested with wireless CarPlay built in. Some dongles don't, but this one is. It might be to do with the refresh rate of its bandwidth. So now we're in. We've done a bit of a wiggle in the maps. We're going to try out some audio. Well, here we are, back on the hot, muggy streets of New York. So I ran about 3-second audio delay, but sounds great. Wheel controls all work forward. Let's go back. They all work too. Let's try an audio test. Hi, this is Anthony from CarPlayLife.com. This is an audio test using the Sunweyer wireless CarPlay dongle. And this is an audio test. Okay, that sounds good. Uses all the microphone in the actual car stereo anyway, so that's really good to see. Okay, so let's do a call test. Hello. 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 Okay, so that's very rapid as well. Happy with that. Solid pass on the calling and microphone front, speed in general, and very, very positive thumbs up there for CarPlay. Now it does have a very basic config menu compared to a lot of its competitors, but the functionality is pretty much the same. You've got audio stream mode, which you can change up between 1 to 3. You've got a start time and delay if you have any compatibility issues with your system. You can change the Wi-Fi channel should you find that a little bit more efficient for your car. You can reset the factory, contact details if you want to send them any support tickets, and then you've got online update with a unique thing I've seen here where you can actually go between 2 different firmwares, the latest or the one prior to that. So that's really nice to see as well. But that's CarPlay all in a nutshell there. So we'll just quickly test out Android Auto because this is a 2-in-1 dongle. So we're going to go back into the main menu, then fire up the Bluetooth connection and look for a new device. Here it is down here. So and we're in to Android Auto. Initial look here, everything looks really nice, almost native again, just like CarPlay. Very impressive. Let's just go with the rapid, very rapid speed. Very happy with that. And the speed of the icons, all very nice and smooth. Definitely using a higher frame rate here. Let's test out some audio. That all sounds good. Wheel controls works as well. Okay, let's do a call test. Hello. 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 Okay, positive there. Just like CarPlay, nice and quick. Everything is all looking rosy for the Sunweyer CarPlay dongle. So the Sunweyer wireless CarPlay and Android Auto dongle retails for $69.99. And there's also a $30 coupon right now, making it $39.99. Now, considering the performance of this adapter for both CarPlay and Android Auto, I'd say that's an absolute steal right now. I'd say the only letdowns are no GPS pass-through. That's not really much of an issue unless you do stow your phone in your bag or back pocket. And the IP config menu, which would give you access to a bit more functionality and compatibility settings and the ability to override them should you have any compatibility issues with your car. But if it works out the gate, you really shouldn't need to be touching them because it runs really nice and rapid. You wouldn't have to worry about upping the media delay because it's fine as it is. It's nice and smooth. The Wi-Fi is perfect, sounds good, looks great, nice and sharp. Everything's native looking as if you had plugged it in with a cable. And it's tiny little dongle as well, so you can really discreetly stow it away and it's not flapping about with an actual cable attached to it. So there's a lot to like here, and I'd say this is almost becoming my favorite dongle right now, but I will test it for a number of weeks. If I do encounter anything such as crashing or some compatibility issues, I'll put them down in a pinned comment down below so you can actually get an update on how this dongle's performing. But otherwise, for the price, it is pretty good. So if you're looking for a CarPlay or Android Auto dongle right now, then this is quite a good one to beat actually. I'm going to ask the brand if it requires CarPlay or native Android Auto to operate one or the other, because if you only have a CarPlay car, this adapter might not allow Android Auto to work directly off it. Some of them, or most of them these days, are doing it more natively. So you do need an Android Auto wired connection to run Android Auto. So fantastic dongle there from Sunweyer, and hopefully it's the start of many more to come. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. You can support the channel by giving us a super thanks along with your comment or question. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.